What is BCMX? It's a new system. It's a system to allow you to exchange information better and also to understand ownership of information better. Any information, any electronic information in any field, in any industry. How's it better? Well, two ways, principally. First of all, when you're exchanging information, at the moment, it's all freeform. It's all too random. It's all too make it up as you go along. I ask for your mobile number. Someone else asks for your cell number. Someone else asks for your phone number. Wouldn't it be better if we could just define a set of a vocabulary, if you like, of all of the things that you might want to ask for a particular field, a particular industry? Let's get the experts to list them, and let's build an expert vocabulary, and let's make that global. We can translate it into other languages. We can use it anywhere in the world. If we have a global set of pieces of information to exchange, suddenly it's a lot more efficient. Imagine if you were sent a questionnaire, you're a supplier to a number of companies. At the moment, you're getting spreadsheets, you're getting Word documents. Imagine there was one format, and once you had supplied a piece of information, what's your office address, who's your risk manager, whatever it is, once you've supplied it once, you could reuse it. And so when other people ask, you're not having to fill in the form again, the form is already filled in. It works with questionnaires, but it can also work with systems. If systems have a common language to talk between them that is agreed and accepted, suddenly those systems only need one interface. If they have an interface into BCMX, then they don't need other interfaces as long as other systems also link to BCMX. And suddenly BCMX becomes the hub that allows far more efficient and accurate exchange of information. The accuracy is important because so often there's transformations, there's adjustments. What we're saying is, this is the standard. This is a global standard for exchange of information. So exchange of information using vocabularies is part of it, but the other part is understanding the ownership of the information. Years ago, it wasn't so important, but as every year goes past, the need to understand ownership of information is becoming greater and greater. So what do? In BCMX, we tag each piece of information collected as to who owns it. Does it remain the ownership of who provided it? Is it personal information? Or is it corporate information? Maybe somewhere in between, maybe departmental information as long as that person is in that department. By tagging each piece of information, we have a wonderful ability within BCMX for information to pass with an individual. Let me give you an example. What about in an organization, if there's an HR questionnaire, you send it out to all staff, you ask for their home address, you ask for their next of kin. And as an organisation, it's reasonable for you to have that. They are employees, you want to look after them if there is an incident. But if that employee leaves, if they go to a new company, will the information stay in the old company or go with them? With BCMX, it goes with them. If the new company is using BCMX as well, that part of the HR form is already filled in. They don't have to fill in next of kin. It's already there. And more importantly, perhaps, it is not with the old company. So the whole information life cycle is handled outside of the organisation. You've got a big compliance tick in the box there. What made me think the world needs another software product? Well, I looked for BCMX. I looked for 3 years to see if I could find someone doing BCMX. I did find one thing. The US government have created a government department specifically to create standards for exchanging information between states, legal information, emergency services, homeland security, that sort of thing. And what we did, we looked at how they did that, how the government department, it's called NEAM, how NEAM did that, and we implemented the same structure in BCMX. And that gives us the confidence that although BCMX is new, it's built on strong foundations, it's built on an architecture that has been proven to work, not just in theory, but in the real world. So why another product? Because there just isn't anything like it available for commercial use. A typical BCMX client? I don't really know. That's the honest answer. I don't really know, because I don't know yet the breadth that BCMX can cover. It's anyone who needs to exchange electronic information. If they want to do it regularly, if they're needing to exchange from a lot of people, or just they have systems in-house that don't talk to each other at the moment. I think that there could be so many uses of it. I feel a bit like we've developed plastic. Whoever developed plastic to begin with, it wasn't until someone held up a plastic milk bottle and they could see that it could drop on the floor and not break, then people realised how good it was. So in terms of the usage of it, we've got some ideas. We've looked at supply chain, we looked at logistics, business continuity. These are areas where people have to exchange information outside of their own organisations. So we've looked at those and we've had experience in some of those areas, and there is a lot of interest. I want to see where this goes. I want to see where people take this. I see it as a tool, a transport layer that we are providing. It is a secure, scalable, predictable, safe transport layer for information. You can put information in anywhere in the world, you can take it out anywhere in the world. It's not just a single computer node. It can be a whole series of storage nodes, some of which are in-house, some of which are in the cloud. It's a very flexible system that we've built, and it's been designed to scale as well. See this ending up? I see BCMX being a global system. I see it being the obvious choice to exchange information. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that it is scalable and affordable, so any cost savings we can make, we will pass on to our customers. As long as we're making the margin we need to, we'll drive costs down as much as we can.